Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I am so excited for today's video because I am back with another fashion hacks video. You guys seem to love my previous one and I wanted to thank you so much for all of the love and support and all of the incredible comments on that video. It really means a lot to me and I am really excited to bring you 15 more incredible fashion hacks that are game changers and I promise you will change your life forever. So if you haven't seen my first fashion hacks video, I'll make sure to link it down below for you guys. And before I hop into today's video, I quickly wanted to ask you to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring the notification bell to make sure you're notified every time I upload a new video. And with that, let's just hop right in. So in my first fashion hacks video, I showed you guys how to tuck your sweater in, or should I say not tuck your sweater in, to your bottom so that you can avoid that dreaded bulging effect. So I got a lot of requests from you guys asking how you can tuck your sweater into a dress or make it look like you tucked your sweater over your dress without creating such a bulge. So my personal favorite way to do this is to use a combination of a hair elastic and safety pins if your sweater is really chunky and heavy. So what you want to do is you want to take your sweater and you want to make sure that it's long enough that you have enough material to work with. You want to twist the material in front and use a hair elastic to secure it into a bun, and then you're going to turn the little bun upside down so that it is inside of the sweatshirt and you can't see it, and then you can just secure it in place with a couple of safety pins. So this way it's going to look like you are just wearing a high-waisted skirt and it's going to decrease any amount of bulging and it's going to look super, super cute. Another request that I got from you guys is how to hide a belly in high-waisted bottoms or bottoms in general, just to smooth out that tummy area so that it looks like your tummy is flatter than it actually is. So this hack that I'm going to share with you guys is something I actually discovered postpartum. After I had my baby girl 2 months ago, I obviously had a mummy tummy. I still do have a little bit of a mummy tummy, and sometimes I don't feel the most confident in certain bottoms because I feel like it accentuates my mummy tummy even more. So my personal favorite way of disguising that and just making it look like that entire area is a lot smoother than it actually is using a belly band. I've talked about this belly band in a few of my previous maternity and pregnancy videos. It's not only a great product to help you get back into shape and help all of your muscles come back together after having a baby, but if you did not have a baby, it's a great way to suck your belly in and just make it look a lot smoother and slimmer. And the best part is I picked this up off of Amazon, so it's super inexpensive. It's basically a waist trainer, but I feel like it is a lot more comfortable to wear than a waist trainer, and I just put it on underneath my clothing and no one can ever tell that I'm wearing it. So in my first fashion hacks video, you guys really seemed to love my fashion tape hacks, and I promised you that I would share some more with you guys because honestly, I think that fashion tape is one of the most underrated, most versatile fashion hacks out there. So the first hack I wanted to share with you guys using fashion tape involves slippery shoulder straps. How many of you guys have experienced that issue when you put on a top that has straps that are a little bit too long for your liking and they just keep slipping off of your shoulders? It is so annoying, and I used to solve this problem by using a hair tie to make the shoulder strap shorter, or I would pin it into my shirt. Both of those things are not the most flattering in my opinion and not the most comfortable. So my favorite way of solving that problem is just using a piece of fashion tape underneath the strap and sticking it to the top of your shoulder. This way it's going to stay in place, it's not going to move around, and no one is ever going to know that your straps are too long. So you guys know, if you follow me over on Instagram, I love my slip-on shoes. I love my mules, but I often find that a lot of slip-on shoes are very slippery. The last thing I want is to be walking in my high-heeled mules and have them fly off of my feet all the way across the room. So my personal favorite way of solving this problem is using a little piece of fashion tape underneath the heel of my foot and sticking it to the heel of the shoe. That way it's going to create a strong grip, and don't worry, it's not going to rip your foot off or anything. Fashion tape is very gentle yet effective, which is why I love it for so many different things. So it's going to make sure that your mules stay where they're supposed to stay, and you're gonna feel a lot more comfortable and confident walking in your shoes. How many of you have rolled up your sleeves and have the issue of your sleeves just unrolling themselves and having a mind of their own? This has happened to me countless times, and luckily fashion tape is here to save the day, because all you need to do is take a piece of fashion tape where you want your sleeve to stay, and voila, they're gonna stay in place all day long. Another nifty fashion hack that fashion tape solves is the gaping that happens in between buttons if you're wearing a shirt that might be a little bit on the small side for you. Sometimes it even happens with shirts that are not too small, but if you sit down in a certain position, or if you wear a bra that maybe has extra padding, it creates a really unflattering bulging effect in the shirt. So all you have to do is take a piece of fashion tape, stick it in between the buttons, and it's going to close the gap and solve the gaping issue. If you guys have been following my YouTube channel for a while, you know I love my blazers. I love a beautiful lapel, but sometimes I feel like the lapels don't stay in the place that I want them. So my solution to this problem is taking a piece of fashion tape and sticking it underneath the lapels and sticking the lapels down to my blazer so that they don't move around. You can also use this trick on dress shirts. It works wonders. Another piece of clothing that I love to wear are those pussy bow blouses. You know, the blouses that have those beautiful bows that you tie around the neck, but sometimes I feel like certain fabrics, when they're just like floppy and hanging down around your neck, they're not the most flattering. Sometimes you want a little bit more shape to them, but when you shape them with your fingers, they only last a couple seconds before they fall flat again. So to solve this problem, take a piece of fashion tape and just stick the bow in place wherever you want it, and it's going to stay put all day long until you take it apart. Another fashion item that I love to wear are clip-on earrings. I have a ton of vintage clip-on earrings that my grandmother passed down to me, but some of them are a little too heavy and a little bit too comfortable to wear on my ears for a long period of time. And because they're heavy, they tend to slip off of my ear a lot, especially if I start moving around too much or dancing around. I'm sure a lot of you know exactly what I mean. So my solution to solve this problem, you guessed it, is taking a piece of fashion tape on the back side of the clip-on earring and just sticking it to the back of your ear. This way it's going to be a lot more secure, and you can jump around, move around as much as you want, and they're going to stay in place. And my last fashion hack for this video involving fashion tape is to show you guys how you can adjust a hem. So I like using this trick when I buy a skirt, for example, or a pair of trousers that don't exactly hit me in the most flattering spot. All you have to do is fold the hem of whatever clothing piece you want to alter, fold it to the area that you find is the most flattering on you, and just stick the hem in place with fashion tape. It's a great temporary fix if you want to wear something but don't have enough time to take it to an alteration specialist. So some of my favorite tops to wear are the ones that expose my arms and my shoulders. If you're like me, but you often find that it's really hard to find a bra that you can wear with these kinds of tops, and it really annoys you when your bra straps are visible whenever you wear these tops, instead of purchasing a new bra that will accommodate these types of tops, what I like to do is take a hair elastic and just use it to tie the two straps in the back to create an X shape. This way you can keep the bras you already have, and your bra straps are going to be beautifully tucked in underneath your shirt and not visible to any sore eyes. The next couple of hacks I wanted to share with you guys are going to solve the problem of what to wear. I'm sure most of us, if not all of us, have faced this problem many times before. We have an abundance of clothes in our closet, but always ask ourselves what to wear. So one of my favorite ways to solve this problem is to take a little bit of time from your day to curate a few looks that you feel amazing in. These are going to be your go-to looks that you know will make you look and feel your absolute best, and take photos of all of these looks. What I like to do is create an album on my phone and just store all of these photos in that album. That way, if I'm going out and I'm stumped for what to wear, I can just refer to the outfits in that album and choose the one that is most appropriate for that occasion. Another trick that I like to use when I feel like I have nothing to wear is, again, take some time out of my day to plan outfits in my wardrobe and kind of cluster them together. When you have a section in your wardrobe that has organized outfits that are just ready to go, you can just pull and go, it makes getting dressed so much easier. So take some time out of your day to plan out some outfits that you know you look and feel your best in, and that way when you have to leave the house in a hurry, you don't have to think. You can just grab the outfit out of your closet, throw it on, and head out the door. So you guys know I love my handbags. Clutches, on the other hand, not so much, because I'm not the kind of person that has a ton of fancy events to go to. So if I can find a hack that is going to make my clutches more versatile, that is a hack that I am all about. So recently I stumbled upon this issue where I wanted to take a particular clutch out and about, but that particular clutch did not have a shoulder strap or handle strap that would make it easy for me to transition from carrying it in my hand to carrying it over my shoulders. So if you face the same issue and you want your clutch or small handbag that doesn't have a handle to be a little bit more versatile and to get more wear out of it, all you have to do is take like a long chain. It could be a long necklace or a long belt, whatever you have. You can just secure the ends together and loop it through your clutch. Now, this trick does work best with clutch bags that have a flap, like this YSL one that I'm showing you. So if you do have a clutch bag like this and you do want to make it go an extra mile, this is a great way to do it. And the last fashion hack I wanted to share with you guys is a problem that I'm sure all of us have experienced at one point or another, and that is how to get white deodorant stains out of your dark clothing. This is a problem that I've been trying to solve for a very long time, and recently I stumbled upon the most genius way of getting rid of it. I can't believe that this worked. I was so skeptical about it. So basically, if you do end up getting some deodorant stains on your dark clothing, all you have to do is just take a velvet hanger and rub it against the area back and forth a few times, and the stain comes right out. So if you do have velvet hangers, which I did mention in my previous fashion hacks video, are an awesome way to keep your closet organized and optimize the space in your closet, there's another way to use your velvet hanger in the most unexpected way. Alright guys, so that wraps up today's video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any other fashion problems that you want me to solve, let me know in the comments below, because I will include them in my next fashion hacks video. And of course, if you have any fashion hacks that I didn't mention in this one or in my previous one, let me know some of yours in the comments below. Maybe I will try them out and include them in my next one. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching and hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next one.